if we didn't see a big move higher within the next few minutes, I would exit out of the longs. When we turned around and we went lower than this price level, that indicated some trouble to me because it would have been a fake out with this one, but to see it go lower again, to not stop here, to go lower was a pretty good indication that like the early part of the reading, we had a schedule. This really does say, you know, cash out here at the open. Don't wait for this. This is where you open up another short or something like that. But this was cash out at the open. Wish I'd closed out of my full long position at that time. But I'm glad that I closed out of part of it and still made a good profit there. So when I closed out here, it was like a $60 loss between the two calls that I closed. But that was outweighed by the profits that I took on the other two, and we're still long. So basically, excuse me, we're still short. So we're basically all on in puts right now, vertical put spreads and some long puts. And I will very likely exit out of those long puts right here in the midst of this big decline. But we should see another sharp decline just about any minute here. It'll be a sharp decline and then a big move higher and maybe even like a breakout move temporarily. If I see that move, because like it's a very strong downward trend, so it might get really skewed. But if we do see that move around before, let's say before 1:30, I would utilize that as an opportunity to open up some more puts for a day trade. I'm going to close out of basically almost all of my puts here in the midst of a sharp drop at the end of the day. I think we open lower tomorrow, so I probably won't close out of all of them. We'll see. I might not close out of them. We'll see how I feel at the end of the day. But my sense is that this is really going south now. There wasn't anywhere near the same kind of move to the upside as I expected, and we've just been seeing downward. So really, that's an indication of a really strong downward trend. Right, when all of the upward cards are kind of like muted, like their energies are like dampened, if you will, it's a strong indication the overarching trend is to the downside. Especially with this unicursal here, this cash out thing near a low kind of position, cash out ruin. And then here from midday, there's supposed to be a pretty sharp drop. I see two sharp drops midday and then a big move to the upside, followed by more declining, like with a big decline into the end of the day. So that's where I'm at, guys. I'll be back on between 3 and 4. I'll see you there. Oh, is the low for SHIB to enter and get out end of month? I think so. Let me see. No, I would say that we're probably going to see some significant highs here end of month. Right? We might see this like into this range, or it might have just been this really like it could have been that. I would have expected more of a move here because we're revisiting a support level. So I think we probably still have a little bit of a move to the downside, but with that said, overall, if I had to pick between the two, I would want to be bullish on SHIB right now into the end of the month. Like I would if I had to pick one direction, I would disregard this drop. I'd probably open up a partial long here. If we do go into this range, I would add a significant amount to that long position. If we don't go into that range, at least I bought a little and I can take advantage of the highs over here. Hopefully that makes sense. All right, guys. I'll see you guys between 3 and 4.